What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Though Show. It's your boy Dame D.
And your boy E Skeezy.
Today we're going to be talking about what's fair.
Fair,
What's fair is
fair,
fair. Life ain't fair, so I'm gonna go
fair
ahead and let E
is
Skeezy
fair,
let you guys go. I'm gonna let E Skeezy go ahead and lead this one
is
off.
fair, fair is fair, fair is fair. What's up, y'all? It's your boy E Skeezy. Before we go any further, we need y'all to do one thing. Like, subscribe, and share the channel. It help it to grow content. Help your boy. This how we build that platform. But we gonna hop right into it. Fair is fair. I know what y'all gonna say. Well, life ain't fair. Yeah, nobody said life is fair. You know why life ain't fair? Because we ain't fair. Why we can't be fair? Let's take it there. What you think, Dame D? Why we can't be fair?
I was thinking about what you said when you said life ain't fair and why ain't life fair. Um, that got me thinking. I really can't. That has me kind of puzzled, East Skeezy. Um, and I could just I'll start it off from some of the things that we were just talking about before we started to show off. What's fair is fair. And I'll start you off from one of the subjects that you led it off with. You were just talking
Fair is
about
fair.
smoking, so I'll go on ahead and let you lead that one off since that was something that you brought up.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you smoke for like 40 years, 80 years, and you wind up with cancer, it shouldn't be like a shocker. That's almost like fair is fair, you know. But the kind of fair I'm really talking about is us being fair. You know
Okay.
how somebody don't like somebody and they don't want you to like somebody, or somebody will tell you something about somebody, but you ain't never even met that somebody, until you get to know them for yourself and pass your own judgment. That's
Right.
only fair. But to dislike somebody because somebody else don't like somebody, that ain't fair. So
Right.
why we can't be fair? That's why life ain't fair. Now that's what I'm saying. Why life ain't fair? Because we ain't fair. Let's take it there.
Okay.
Why we
So
ain't
I,
fair?
I I guess that's your question to me. Why isn't life fair? Is that what you was asking me?
Why we ain't fair?
Why we not fair? Because I mean it's kind of like the conversation that we're gonna have, like one of the topics that we brought up earlier. The four things that we all have in us: jealousy, greed, envy, and I believe it was one more thing. And that's why we can't be fair. Most people don't want to see the next man have the ups on that man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna lead it off with that. I'm gonna say it's because jealousy, greed, and envy. We have that in us.
But
That's why we
but if
can't be
if
fair
we was
amongst
all
each
if
other.
we was all being fair, none of that would be there. Because you wouldn't even have a care if we was being fair. Like if you had your fair share and I had my fair share, how could jealousy be there if we all was fair?
No, I get what you're saying, but that's built in all of us, East Keys. The jealousy, the greed, and the envy. Not saying that a person may not want to see that person succeed, but it's just something that envy that they may have in them that may not want to see them succeed. You know what I mean? It's just it's hard to explain with that. Life just it isn't fair.
I think the one that say life ain't fair is maybe the one that ain't being fair. So they ain't getting a share of the fair. Cause if you fair, then you should get your share of fair.
Okay, now I'm
It's
gonna ask you this
almost
question
like
then. And it goes back to the topic. What's fair is fair. That's
mm-hmm.
just like a person out there having sex unprotected, and they end up, catching I'll just say HIV or AIDS. Is that what's fair? Is that fair? Is that what's fair is what's fair? Would that be a good definition for something like that? You know what I mean?
Well, if they get something and they share, they got their share and that's fair. because if you have sex unprotected, whatever you get is your share.
So would that be
You ain't
what's
care.
fair is fair? You know what I
You ain't
mean?
care. So if you
or,
get
or
something
that you
from
just
over
getting your
there,
share of what's not
yeah,
fair.
you done got your share. So that's fair. Just like in Detroit, the DOTs, before you can ride, you gotta pay your fare. So that's fair. They giving you a ride, you pay your fare. That's your share. Being unfair can separate people, can seize relationships, friendships, all of that. Because think about it. When we was young in the hood, what was the word? You didn't put in on this, man. That fair? You ain't let somebody smoke because they ain't put in on it. If they your boy though, why they can't smoke even though they ain't put in on it? Because you felt like that wasn't fair.
Right.
They ain't put in their share. So whether they got high, you ain't care.
Yeah. When you look at it from that point of view, I mean, what's fair is fair.
Yeah, if you
That's
if
pretty
you take
much like
somebody all over town and they cash they check with you, and they ain't you pull up to the gas station and they don't offer you nothing, do you think that's fair?
man, you know how many niggas don't get away with doing that shit. And
I mean,
I
but
think
is it
that
fair?
had to stop. I think that stopped with me about 15, 20 years ago, me giving out rides to niggas and them not offering me shit. You gotta
Is
offer
it
that to
fair?
me. You gotta offer that up top before I even take you anywhere nowadays.
All right. So, but imagine if everybody was fair. They
Right.
give you gas money, like you said, up front. Here you go, D. Before we go, hey, you'll do this for me, such and such. Here, good looking out, and give you the money up front. Soon as you say, yeah, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? That's fair, right?
Right.
And you'll tend to cling to more niggas that's fair than people that ain't paying their share. Bottom line, fair
Right.
is fair, and once again we say the world ain't fair because we ain't being fair.
Okay.
If you
Well, I
be
mean,
fair,
I
you
can
gonna
agree
surround your
and
people.
disagree with you on that, but go ahead.
Look, if you fair, this what I'm saying. This will work for me. If you fair, you tend to surround your people. You surround yourself around people who's fair. People that's not fair, you don't vibe to them. So what are you doing hanging with them for one? So you being treated unfair because you somewhere where you see they ain't care. If they care, then they gonna be fair. Once you see somebody ain't paying their share of being fair, then they don't care.
Now
Why are you
I'm
there?
gonna play the devil's advocate
Go
about this.
ahead.
Now, is this fair? Say for instance, if a person who never smoked ever in their life and they end up catching lung cancer,
Mm-hmm.
is what's fair in that situation?
No,
Because you have
that's
a
a
lot of
scare.
situations like that in life, Easy. You have a lot of people that don't smoke that end up with cancer. You have a lot of
Uh-huh.
people that do certain things that end up with things that
Uh-huh.
they, normally that would happen to people who abuse certain things. You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
that goes back to the question that we were saying. Life ain't fair sometimes. So with that life ain't fair, would that fall into the category of situations that would happen to people like what examples that I'm using with that. You know what I mean?
But okay, all right, good example. But let's look at it like this. Who's to say that this person uh death was designed to give life to others around it, like a seed? Now, is it how we used to pick teams, and in the gym they used to call it how you count the numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now all the fives y'all on one team, all the fours y'all on one team. Now is that fair?
I mean, in a sense, you're picking. Now, what you just kind of named off is kind of different from what I said. You're kind of picking
No,
who you
answer
know what I
that
mean?
question though. Answer that one. Is that fair? You see how we picked off the teams? One,
Right.
two, three, four, five.
Right. I'm gonna say Yes and no.
And didn't nobody know who the team. Didn't nobody know that was gonna be the teams. They was
Right.
just calling out numbers.
Right. You know,
And
but
then you found out, then you were like, oh dang, I ain't on my homeboy team. I would have
right.
been on, I would have said two if I'd have known you was gonna be a two, you know.
See, now that would falls to what's fair is fair in that category. You know, but back
Okay.
to but back to the question that I asked you
I
before
am
that.
about the cancer. I'm
Go
on
ahead.
it.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just
Elaborate.
building. I'm laying something down. You got to build a foundation
There
before
you
you pick
go.
a nigga up, or ain't gonna be able to stand on nothing. But
Okay.
check it out though. If somebody is born to even be a seed, and you don't know how they gonna leave here to give life to others that may been sleeping with their life. Like a lot of us are just seeds. Some of us are lights. Some of us are seasoning. We don't get to say who's who and what's what, especially if you ain't created nothing. You see what I'm saying? You could say what you put in your son and what you taught your kids to do, but bottom line, we all have different assignments, and whether it's to be a seed, a light, a guide, that's why people cling to you and drawn to you, but they don't know the use of you. So I'm building it. This is where I'm going. Just like I done lost my mom, you know, but when you lose someone, whether you know anything about gardening or planting, before a seed can give life, it has to die. And when something die, it always bring forth life. So who's to say that person stricken with cancer wasn't even designed for people to grow to love her or him? And then once that seed go in the ground, it give life to them. Is that fair?
I mean, no. I mean that's not fair in the situation. Uh, um, but tell me, get back to and maybe I heard you wrong on that one, because I was actually you caught me thinking about in the middle of thinking of something when you hit me with that one. But tell me
Okay.
how that plays into what I asked you about you know about and
The
what was that I asked?
cancer,
Say that again.
the cancer.
Yeah,
Somebody
about the
stricken
cancer. Yeah,
with
there we go.
smoke, right?
Right.
All right. Hey, look at Christ. He knew not sin, but he came to die for our sins. Was that fair?
I mean, that was fair.
It was fair
What that? Hold on, say that
that
again.
he died for something you and I did
Oh
or
no,
our
no, that totally
ancestors.
wasn't fair. I mean, he did that out of the love that he had for us.
All right. So if he could come and die for love, then we could be seeds for love. That's all he was a seed. He had to die before we could have life.
Okay,
And a
so
lot
that's
of
so
people
is that what you
lose.
telling me then?
Yeah, a lot of
That
people.
person who lived a good life, never
Uh-huh.
smoked, never did nothing that could cause them to have cancer, and they end up catching cancer. Is that's my question to you? Is that fair? Is that what's fair is fair?
That person probably didn't do nothing to get that. That's what I'm saying. First of all, I can't play the advocate of God to the point where I could say that person's stricken with cancer and that's fair. But we got to look at the bigger picture of it. That might be the seed, is all I'm saying. Did this person die instantly or did this person have 6 months? Did this person family come together? Did her son quit smoking crack? Did this one go to church? Did this one finish school? This is what I'm saying. Like, now that could be fair. But who want to pick? Oh, I'll be a seed. I'll be the one stricken with cancer so the rest of my family can have life and live and open their eyes and wake up and quit drinking and smoking. And I'll be the seed. Nobody ain't gonna say that. So
Right.
I believe we pick from birth who gonna be the seed, who gonna be the soldier. Everybody in your family ain't the fighter. I got a brother that's the fighter. I'm a thinker. My sister, she's the mouth,
Right.
different ones. We all different. Some of us are born to be seeds. That's why
Okay.
baby, I believe, die. I lost a daughter. she ain't do nothing. She ain't do no sin, but she passed, you know. Well, that wasn't fair. But if she was a seed, if she woke up her brother, you know, if that was a seed planted in his mind, and now that's got him on the path to salvation, is that fair? Who's to say? Fair is fair. All I'm saying is when you pay your share, you gonna get fair. We say life ain't fair because we ain't fair. Let's take it there. That's all I'm saying. Once we watch this show, you'll see everything I'm saying was about being fair and why life ain't fair, because we don't take it there. If
Right.
you want life to be fair, we gonna have to be fair.
Right. No, and I get exactly what you were saying 100%. I'm just saying for the people who's listening to this, and for the example that I gave you with the, and that falls into the health category too. People
Yeah.
who lived a good life and did everything right, and then it's just all of a sudden struggling with a deadly disease, or struggling with cancer, or they may have a certain amount of time to live, or they may need a transplant or something like that, or just something health wise, so you look at it, and those people may, think like, man, that's not fair. I lived a healthy life my whole life. I tried to do everything right. I followed, and did what, the Lord asked me to do, and I see people out here eating wrong, doing all the unhealthiest shit, and these
Uh-huh.
be the most healthiest motherfuckers on the planet.
So is
So
that why we say life ain't fair?
for those people who may see this and listen to this, and may feel that way, I guess though that's the question that, I'm asking you to, answer for those who be listening, who may be listening to this and feel that way or going through something in that situation. You feel
Hey,
me?
that house you in right now is put together by so many different things. And the hammer never said to the nail, hey, I'm finna drive you in here. Is this fair? It was designed for that. That's what I'm saying. The nail was the design to hold the house together, and the hammer was the design to hammer the nail.
Okay.
Like, we never know, D. I know I ain't say it wasn't sad,
Right.
but when you look at the bigger picture, like a seed, you're gonna be like, oh man, like if I go putting a bunch of seeds in the ground, you be like, look at them seeds. Oh, he done buried them seeds. But if them seeds bring forth trees that I could use for lumber and shade and pine straw and apples, and is that fair what I did to them seeds?
I mean, in a situation like that, that's totally fair, because what those seeds are going to do is plant. Those seeds are going to grow into things that's going to be useful to you in the future. Those
That's
seeds are
that's
kind of
that's
those
all
seeds are
any
what's the
seed
word that I'm
do.
looking for? Those seeds are going to
Be
grow.
fruitful and multiply.
Right, exactly. That's what
Bottom
I'm looking
line.
for. Bam.
That's all any seed is designed to do. That's why I said in the beginning, you never know who is designed to be a seed, a thinker, a waymaker. I was just watching this show with these shout out to the crazy Caucasian white boys, you know what I'm saying? Cause they got this little show, like a gold finder. They be in the water, in the snow water. Like they gotta cut through ice, then go down in the suit with a vacuum, and it be dark, and we ain't looking for gold like that. We going to the pawn shop before we go. Oh no, I'm saying
See,
like
that's
people
and you
like
know what? And
that.
that's another show. People like them are necessary. Do you
Yeah,
think
that's
do you
that's what I'm
think
getting at.
you think you're gonna have any of our people getting out there doing that type of shit?
All right, going back because I want to highlight what we talking about. Fair is fair. So, all right, those I feel some people are created to go to the depths and the heights that a lot of people just don't have it. Some people are afraid of heights.
Right.
And some people just got it natural. Some people can walk tight ropes. These people are designed to do certain things. Now, how people leave this earth, we don't know. who was seed. That's all I'm saying. We don't know. But a seed is always gonna bring forth life. You think about funerals you done been to, and think about who done either changed or prospered since that funeral in some type of way. Some people fall apart. Yeah, because they ain't grasp it. But a seed is always meant to give life.
Facts.
And how people leave, of course, it's sad. How they stricken, of course, it's sad. But you ain't never heard. It's always a silver lining in everything. You got to find the good in everything. He say, "Give all in all things, give thanks." So you mean to tell me, even in death, for somebody stricken with cancer that ain't never smoked, you want me to give thanks? Yeah,
Right.
because it's the bigger picture.
Right.
Somebody finna prosper from this. Somebody finna learn from it. Somebody finna grow closer. Somebody probably finna get a life to God. You never know. So
See,
we
and that's
can't
what I
look at
see,
it
and that's what
as
I wanted. I wanted you to give that for those who was sitting here listening, and they might have been thinking, like what's fair is fair. That's not fair. I did
yeah.
X, Y, and Z right all my life. And for this to happen to me, you know, um, what
Yeah.
what cause could that be, or what reason did he have this meant for me? You know what I mean? So yeah. So basically, you pretty much laid it down right there with that, with
And
those words.
same way, you know how our favorite saying as a kid was, "Well, I ain't asked to be here." Yeah, you right, but all that's too late. You here now, and you were designed for something. You don't never figure it out. A lot of people never do. But look at what this world consists of. That's why we're gonna get that platform going, because on the platform it's gonna consist of everything and everybody, people from all over the world. You'll be linked to it.
Right.
But look at what the world is consist of: doctors, lawyers, and a lot of people, carpenters, people, just jobs you don't even think about. It's furniture in your house, you don't even know how it got made. I'm telling you, and it all come from what they was created for. A lot of people can't build stuff with their hands. A lot of people ain't carpenters. A lot of people ain't messing with electricity.
Yeah. And before we go any further, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Over here at the What Up
So,
Dope Show, we bring a lot of information, a lot of thought for your brain, for a lot of food for your brain, something for y'all to
uh,
think about. A lot of shows just, talk about everyday things that go on throughout the country. We do that too, but over here, we have great conversations that pretty much will help you get through your everyday life, that helps you, what that deals with everything you do in your everyday life. Because me and E Skeezy, we sit up and I go back and I watch a lot of the videos and a lot of stuff that we talk about, and it all somewhat seems to link up. Every show that we do somewhat kind of branches off into, you can take one and it'll lead to another. So over here, we want to give you guys something good to think about. Also entertain you guys, and just like I said,
that is
just good information for you guys.
for
So I
sure.
want to get back to what E was saying. Look, we need you guys to continue to subscribe, to share the channel. It helps the channel grow. We want to get back to this content to this content that East Keezy had brought up in the last show. We want to make this this a millionaire clubs. We want you guys to be involved. We want everybody to come up with their own individual ideas so we can get this popping. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go on ahead and let you go on ahead and finish up East Keys. I think that's important that we drill that in. Every show that we make that a habit. Letting everybody know that we're definitely serious about just trying to come up with ideas and just trying to start from scratch from here. And build from there.
Right. For sure. The platform, we ain't gonna sleep on it. It's steadily growing. We taking our own subscribers and followers, and they'll be first hands on, first partakers. We'll come together and support one another. If we could get 1 million people to support you, then imagine what that could do for you. That'll boost somebody's self-esteem. That'll boost somebody's finances. That'll pull families out of poverty. It ain't about one person getting rich. It's about being fair. Like I
Right.
said,
And the group getting rich and being
that's
successful.
it. I thought about that slap fest I was talking about at, with the fingers. Ain't nobody doing no punch fest. You more effective when we come together. You know, I'd rather be fair with 5 than tight with 1. You know, that 5 gonna take you further. You know, and the platform, you got 1 million people supporting your invention, 1 million people supporting your idea, 1 million people sharing your video. And that's why we need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. The more y'all do that, the closer we'll get to the Millionaires Club, and we'll have 1 million followers, the 1 million subscribers on the platform. Then we'll start sharing and pitching your ideas, your inventions, your products, you know, and it's to help everybody grow, not just one person. And when you get where you need to be, you help somebody grow. That's being fair. The same way somebody help you, you help the next person. That's fair. A lot of people get to the top, forget where they came from, don't want to help nobody, and just like looking down on people, dangling in their face what they got. But fair is fair. You want to be fair. A lot of people saying life ain't fair because we ain't fair. Let's take it there.
There we go. You said it all, Easkeys. I don't have anything to add. I thank everybody who subscribed thus far. Let's keep working to this goal. We have a goal. Easkeezy brought this up to me. I thought it was a brilliant idea. He's always coming up with excellent ideas. And I think this is an excellent idea that we definitely can get going, and we're definitely going to pursue this, and we're going to get it cracking. So, but we're going to need you guys' help. So with your help, we're going to make this successful.
For sure. Just be fair. We ain't asking for nothing but a share. Be fair.
There you go.
Take it there.
Yep. So it's been another one. If you don't have anything else to add, Easkeezy, you can go ahead and close it out.
It's already known, need not be said. It's your boy E Skeezy.
And your boy Dame D. It's been another one, and we out.
Holla.
Peace.